One is waking up early.
Okay, waking up early, guys.
I mean, but I've gone through different stints. Like now, I wake up at 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes back before I was waking up at. Sometimes I was waking up at 4:30.
Yeah.
Sometimes waking up at 5:30. Those were my normal hours, and then starting my day and getting right into it. Because if you think about it, if you think about entrepreneurship like a sport, if a lot of people that are in the 9 to 5 are playing this sport, and they start work at 9 and they end at 5, that means they're working on their craft for 8 hours.
Yeah.
If you start at 6 or even 5, you get 4 extra hours every single day than your competition, right? Wow. And 4 hours is half their day, right?
Wow.
And then that's if you stop at 5. That's if you stop working.
If you stop at 5.
If you keep working from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m.,
that's
for every day that they work, you work 2 days.
You are an advantage.
So I've always told people
You're
like
ahead.
Exactly. So even when I was first building software and I was working with my clients and they were saying, "Oh, you've only been doing this for like 5 years." I was like, "I've been doing this for 16 hours every day for 5 years."
Hours.
So I've really been working for 10 years if you compare me to a person that's working a 9 to 5. So I have 10 years of experience, but I've only been working for 5 years because every day I was working for 2 days, right? Does that make sense?
Wow,
so my biggest thing is work. You gotta work. There's no way around it. You want to know what the habits are? You gotta work. Like you gotta work. You gotta work on your craft religiously, and you gotta study. You gotta always be willing to learn. You have to feel confident in your skills, but you always gotta remember you're a student. So
you're not a book guy. You told me that.
I'm not a book guy, but
you're not into books. How do you learn?
So I learned through articles. I read a lot of articles and video. YouTube is one of my biggest teachers. I will watch interviews of people that are successful, and I'll take away not necessarily what they're saying. It's not necessarily important for me like what they're doing specifically for their craft. I'm looking at their mindset. I'm looking at their habits. I'm looking at also their perspective. That's the main thing, perspective. Like, all right, when you were trying to solve this particular problem, how did you think about it? How did you break it down to first understand what the problem was, and then what the solution could be, right? Okay. Those are what I'm looking, and I study all industries, not even tech. Like I study cooking, I study sports, I study everything.
Video too, because you told
all of it. I study music. I study anybody who is succeeding at their craft. I study.
Wow.
So that's how I learn, and then I try. So those are the things that have truly helped me, because you can watch. I've always had this belief that even an idiot could say one thing right. They could be talking to you for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
If they say one thing that makes sense to you or resonates with you, if you take that away, that 30-minute conversation was well worth it.
Wow.
So I always have held that belief that I can learn from a con artist. I can learn from an idiot. I can learn from anybody. Whenever I enter any conversation, I'm only looking for you to say one thing that can change my perspective.
Wow. So you are actually not like stuck in your own perspective. No. You are looking forward to learn something somewhere.
Always. I truly believe your perspective is always growing.
What do you learn in Colombia? I know happiness, people, kind people. What else do you learn?
So here? What I learned was, and this may not seem like a lot to most people, but when you come from a very capitalistic society, you can get sucked into that mindset. So one of the things that I learned the most was, and then also not even just capitalist, when you're building your business, you have to make a lot of personal sacrifices. Relationships with women, your significant other, or whatever it may be, your family, your friends. So it gets very lonely. So one of the things that I learned the most was just how to try to find a balance.
Okay.
Like this is the most, I would say, partying and fun that I've done in years. My life at home is just work. I'm talking about always.
Are you happy with that life?
I am happy. So, and that's one of the things I learned. I'm happy, but it's a version of happiness. Like it's very to go after a goal and succeed in it. That's a very rewarding feeling. You feel great about that. You feel happy about that. But that's only a version of like happiness. You know what I mean? Like there's still other ways to be happy. Like I had this conversation with my dad. He was like, Alex, you're doing great in business, but you've neglected so much else about your life. Like you don't you don't care about relationships. Like you're focused. You have friends, you have very close friends, but you don't check up on them very often. Like
sure.
So one of the things that I learned
so personal goals.
Yeah, personal goals. Oh yeah, so my personal goals. So we kind of talked about my business goals. My personal goals now. Like I said, just being more present. Just trying to be more present. So when I'm here with my friends, when I'm here with my family, giving them my full attention. You know, it's tough with business because you're always thinking about that. So just trying to be more present. That's my goal there. And those are really just my two main. I try to keep it simple. I try not to overcomplicate things. So, you know, those are my. I don't try to. I'm not the guy that makes a list of goals that are like 30 goals long. I focus on very specific key goals that I can truly understand and comprehend, and I go after them. And so for that, it's personal life, like I just said, and then business. I gave you the exact things that I'm going to be doing.
Improving.
Exactly. So I try to be very specific with my goals.
Lex, you're coming to live here in Colombia next year for more than 6 months, I think.
A year, at least a year. At least.
How's that?
Indefinitely.
And why?
I love it here, man.
Really, you love it?
I love it here. There's no better place on earth, in my opinion. I mean, like, you know, I've been all around Asia. I've gone to many different places in the world. And there's just no place like here, man. The people are just incredible.
It's just Colombia.
Yeah, and it's the people. It's not like, obviously, there's mountains in the background. There's trees everywhere. It's beautiful, but it's the people, man. It's like, how could you not want to live here? Like, it's so like people are just. Obviously, I know that there is violence and there's danger, but people are peaceful here, man. For the most part. Okay. For the most part, people are peaceful, and they're just, you know, like they're just trying to have a good time. As long as you don't disturb, as long as you don't be disrespectful, everyone's okay. Like, you know what I mean? So, and I'm fine with that. Like, I'm cool. Like, I do my own thing. Everyone does their own thing, and then when we want to have fun, we have fun, and when we want to be focused on serious things, we focus on serious things, and it's just a perfect place to be. Like
it's good because you guys directly and indirectly you guys are helping the city.
Yeah,
I mean you guys are spending money here. Yeah. You guys go to restaurant. You tip the waiters. Yeah. You buy things. So I'll say that's good news, bro. That you're coming here to live here.
And I think more
not just in the money perspective as well. And the impact with the people like me, you know.
Correct. Like, and thing is it's crazy that you say that because, you know, sometimes we tend to forget those things. But I mean, it's a great. I mean, it's even a great feeling just to be able to, you know, like the tips things for me is a big thing, is because I understand, you know how tough the economy can be here, right? Yeah. And so being able to just, you know, express gratitude and thanks for great service. And be like, you know, just, you see people's face light up because they're not expecting that. And you just see the face light up and you're just like, man, this is like, why every day that you walk outside, you're able to give and receive. You know what I mean? That's a great feeling. So
that's amazing. I mean, I don't know if you have plans already, but what are your plans for the next year here in Colombia? Apart of be here, live here.
So really just to truly go to as many places in Colombia.
Okay.
I think this first run, these first 3 months that we've been here, it was mainly Medellin.
Yeah.
I want to go to Jardín, Cartagena. That's right. I want to go to all of these different places and really just experience the local culture. You know what I mean? When I traveled to all of Asia, I was mainly with the locals all the time.
Yeah.
I was rarely with...
Do you learn Japanese?
No. I wasn't in Japan that long. That's too complicated. That language is insane. But I was with the locals always, and just trying to... Because the way I like to travel is I like to be with the people.
With the people, yeah.
Like, I don't like to be with the tourists. Like, if I want to be with the tourists, I just go to America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like to be with the people. So being able to truly be with the people this next time that I go around, I want to feel. Obviously, we say I'm Afro-Colombiano.
Yeah, this is your home, bro.
I want to truly feel like that. You know, I want to truly be.
You want to learn more Spanish.
I want to be fluent in Spanish first of all.
You will be, bro. When you're here.
So I want to be fluent in Spanish. I want to be a part of the culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's my goals.
I mean, you know, guys, you are a very focused person. You know, when you take a decision, it's a fact.
Try to be.
Basically. Yeah. So we will see you in another video next year and in Spanish. Yeah. I'm looking forward. I like to hear this, bro, because I truly want to see you happy here in Colombia. Yeah. Of course, all of your friends, me and John and all of us guys, we want to be around you, learning, having fun, because we always have so much fun, laughing, because oh my God, we laugh.
We laugh all the time.
So much. Yeah. But what I want to share with the people, and this is, I think I will call this episode "Interview with My Rich Friend," but this is not to show up him or to see that he has just money. This is to show him as an inspirational person, as someone that I've been learning, someone with who I've been learning so much lately, and someone who shows me every single day that it's possible, bro. Yeah, it's 100%. Possible. You know, I'm Colombian, I'm no American, and I know where I am, but I think seeing you guys living like you live, you know, it's amazing. For me, it's inspiration. Yeah. And I know for you guys too. So, Lex, what would you say for the Colombian people to end, like, about, I'll say, you appreciate this culture. Yeah, you love this country. Sometimes we just talk shit about our own country. Yeah. What is your perspective about it, bro? Because some Colombian people...
Yeah, and that's why I want to be careful with just trying to say Colombia is perfect. Yeah. Because I've talked to a lot of Colombians and they don't feel that way.
They don't feel that way. That's true.
So I don't want to say that, because, you know, I'm always aware that I'm American, so I'm getting a very jaded experience. Like, it's not it's a very you know, everyone knows I'm a tourist, you know, so it's a little bit different, right? So I don't want to ever say that it's not as bad as the Colombian people feel it is, right? Yeah. But what I will say though is that if you, back to the entrepreneurial thing, is that if you have a goal or a perspective on the way something should be, you know, I'm a black man in America. You need to truly feel and think in your mind that just because you're black or just because you're Colombian doesn't mean you can't achieve success. As long as you put in the work and you stay focused and you stay diligent and you just keep the focus, you can achieve anything that you want. You know, yes, it may be harder for you than other people, but if you put in the time, for another person it may take 5 years. For you it may take 20 years. Yeah. But if you have a goal, you gotta do it. So my thoughts is just, you know, it's almost like a Nike commercial. Just do it. Just no matter how long it takes.
Just do it, and I'll say this interview is for that reason, bro. Yeah. It's to share us with the people. Yeah. You guys have a YouTube channel. People will know you better. Doing your things, you know, having fun here in Colombia. Yeah. But I know some people will comment maybe, for you guys it's more easy, for him it's more easy. Guys, I'm sure about what I'm saying. I'm very aware because I'm Colombian and I'm not coming from a rich family neither. I'll say I've been spending time with you and with John too, and I'll say you guys work hard. You have a very success mindset. You guys, your time in your favor. You are focused. You know, you guys been working for what you have. That's my perspective. And even if you're American, even if you are Colombian, if you are European, if you don't work for what you want, bro, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. In America, many homeless people. Many people are struggling, right?
I mean, just even take it like this. For example, I'm in tech, right?
Yeah.
And my friends, we were laughing about this the other day because we were just so, we were just taking in being here for so long. Even in American technology and tech, there's very few black people in tech. like very few,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
very few, like it's very little. So first of all, there's very few black people in tech, and there's very few that even succeed, right? So I'm talking about it's like low, very low.
Very low there.
So
Great.
so the odds of me succeeding are very low.
It's true, bro.
Right? So I can empathize with anybody, not even just Colombians, anybody who feels like whatever they're doing, that whatever they're trying to do, that there's not a lot of them doing it. Because when I look at like when you look at tech and you look at all the big tech names,
Like in my case, bro, not a lot of Colombians. I'll say many of them speak English, bro. Not a lot of them travel around the world and have the opportunity to be around people like you, bro.
Yeah, and that as well, and
it gives me more opportunities, bro. But I'm using this to also share that with the people.
And think about this, like you have to persevere. You can't look up and say, all right, well, I know a bigger videographer that's Colombiano, and I can use him as motivation. Just like me in tech, like you look at all the big tech names, they're all white. Where's the black guy in tech? Name one.
Bro.
Name even one. Just name even one. There's not.
At least I don't know him.
Yeah, I mean, and in America, like there's not one big famous tech guy that's black in all of America. There's not one. So I have to constantly, when I was coming up, I had to constantly find motivation in many different places. So I say all that to say is that whenever you're trying something new and you don't see someone like you doing it, you just have to keep working.
Yeah.
There's just no way around it. Like you can be sad about it and be like, damn, like I wish there was more people like me here. But if there's not, then you got to be the one to make it. So that the way I look at it is like, if you're any race, let the work decide what you achieve. Stay in the work. No matter what, whether you're failing or succeeding, stay in the work. You can control the work. You can't control failure and you can't control success, but you can control how much you work. Your work ethic is that when you wake up every single day, you can control how much you're working. There's a certain amount of hours in the day.
Yeah.
You can control what you're doing with those hours. So that's my main thing to the Colombian people, to anybody who's watching this, is stay in the work.
Yeah. So, bro, I wanted to say thank you to you too.
Thank you,
as
man.
I said to John, for this month. Having fun.
Thank you, man.
Having fun, working with you guys. You guys are helping me to put my business in another level.
Yeah.
You know, I feel proud. I feel proud of myself to be able to handle clients in English, bro. We've been sharing text.
Yeah, I mean,
and sometimes I'm struggling. I'm saying like
you're
what I can
fluent,
say.
Man, you're fluent.
Yeah, bro. But I want to share this with the people. I never went to a academy because I didn't have money to pay English classes. I never had a teacher, English teacher. I learned like this, doing this.
Crazy.
I learned like this, doing this, putting myself in a different situation. So coming back to my whole point is, you guys are helping me. I help my business, of course my family too, right? So I wanted to say thank you to you guys.
Amazing.
Thank you to you guys. I'm looking forward to see you speaking Spanish.
Yeah. That's the next goal.
In more places in Colombia, you guys will see his channel, because I'm gonna attach that to this video. Bro, seeing you here living for 1 year,
It's gonna be crazy. We're about to have some fun.
Wow, bro, it's gonna be.
We're about to have some fun.
It's gonna be amazing. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
And bro, thank you.
And bro, thank you, man. It's been
Thank
amazing. It's been amazing, and it's just begun.
It's just the beginning.
Yeah.
So, bro, we are living in this way. Please share with the people your Instagram, your YouTube channel, and subscribe, guys.
Yes. And we'll just put it in the bottom because my last name is tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, pleasure. See
Hey
you guys soon.
guys, thank you so much for watching us. Subscribe if you like the video. Give us a like, and see you soon.